Alright, hey, I'm Jason McLeod. This is Jason McLeod Jewelry. This is the little intro video for you guys for this virtual show. Just showing you a little bit about it. Let's see, we do all this stuff: gold, silver, precious gemstones, kind of fun designs, time traveler stuff. That's the star chart, sort of abacus instrument for time travel type of lines that we have, and big range in gold, silver, and gemstones. We do lots of stuff.
How did you develop the time traveler pattern?
The time traveler pattern originally came from the idea of like an abacus or an instrument for time travel. Let me find one as an example. So, you know, maybe it's got this little part with these little beads that slide on there so that you can figure out what date and time to show up in, so that you're not time traveling willy-nilly and showing up at the wrong place at the wrong time, you know. And likewise, sometimes we make little gems, like here the diamonds move. And also sort of the idea that the piece, you know, looks like, well, maybe it's from the future or the past, or kind of both. And so maybe it's been time traveling, bouncing around, and you know, I think it's fun. I like to have fun with it. So that's the big thing. And and then likewise, you know, any kind of design. I mean, I like regular, you know, real simple, less is more kind of. Here we have a ring with a pave beveled edge of diamonds, and it's a nice simple less is more with the time traveler pattern on it. But also, you know, we'll do crazy stuff and everything, and really cool, inspiring gemstones that are, you know, phenomenal, and sometimes taking tens and millions of years to form and everything. So I don't know, I guess time is part of the whole deal.
Cool. So how do you decide what gemstones to use in your designs?
There's a range of reasons. Sometimes it is the actual stones and the properties of the stones, or the meaning of the stones. I mean, when people are interested in diamonds, then diamonds is what you do, right? Diamonds are awesome because they're so tough, but also, likewise, just personal taste. I'm a sucker for tourmaline. Let's see if we got, well, here's a big watermelon tourmaline right here, and I definitely like all the blue greens and bicolor tourmalines. So that's one that's just a personal favorite, and apparently I'm not the only one, because there's a bunch of other people that like to buy them so far. And a lot of times with the best, most interesting stones and dealers, you know, it's like they come and bring what they have, and we just pick the stones, and you know, you got a tanzanite like this, just really sweet, super nice, saturated. So the stone kind of decides itself that it's, you know, I'm more about the sort of art of the design and the piece all going together to make something really nice.
Cool. So how did you start metalworking and making jewelry?
Car crashes. Yeah, I got stuck in a chair with spine and neck injuries from car crashes in California in like 2004, and needed to do something with my hands to keep my hands busy and my mind and all that. And then people wanted to buy it, and I was like, this is pretty fun to make, so we'll make more, and it's just sort of snowballed from there.
Awesome. And I see we have the Bubbles collection. Can you tell us more about that?
Bubbles is the less is more, quit while we're ahead. Don't try to make it more than it has to be. Just simple, underwater fun. There's not a whole lot more to it than that, except that it's just perfect, and it works on all kinds of stuff. We get to use it in all kinds of various, like there's bubble capsules, which would be pendants that have the bubble pattern on the side and stuff, or you can work it in even sometimes with the time traveler itself, like this one is with a Atlantis cuff, one of the Atlantis cuffs, and here it's got the sort of sunken city of the time traveler pattern here, and then you can see the little bubbles coming up, so we know it's underwater, and you know, that's fun, right?
Very cool. So tell us about some of the words and features your pieces have been in.
Well, gotten pretty good little, you know, appreciation for what we do. It's been in Forbes galleries, Carnegie Museum, Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, a lot of really good art shows around the country, as well as let's see, what are some other good ones? A contemporary silversmithing and Aaron Faber Gallery in New York. That was a really show that I was proud to be in. There's Delaware Center of Contemporary Arts. There's actually this Jewelry in the Space Age show that is happening again next year, supposedly near Atlanta, the Tellus Science Museum. So, anyways, yeah. And then, most importantly, is that people have individuals throughout the country for years have bought it from me, and so they're the ones who have made it all work for me possible. So the shows are awesome, but it's all the people that keep buying on their own, and apparently they don't need a show necessarily to tell them that it's worth it. So.
Very cool. And I see a mask in the background there. Tell us about your latest project.
Yeah, well, this was part of the quarantine inspiration and being stuck in the quarantine with everybody else, and then it occurred to me, because I knew artists who were making masks and stuff, and it's like, well, I guess I got to make a mask. So this is the Time Traveler with the 2020 shamanic mask, we call it. And yeah, it was a big pain in the ass, but it's really pretty awesome. And fully functional with a silk and cotton filter, leather straps, sterling 18 karat gold, and also a foam rubber liner, so it's actually functional. And then we got the planet on the one little filter here, and then we got the sun with its corona on the other filter. So once I thought of it, I had to make it, and then I kind of regretted that I took on the job, but I'm pretty psyched because it came out good. So
very cool. And the proceeds are all going to charity, right?
correct. Yep. Yeah. The profit from that one, we gotta cover our costs. We're one of the charities, but all the profit's going to go to people who've been nailed by this whole, quarantine, shutdown, et cetera, and so yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing your art with us today.